Hey guys, what's going on? This is Aditya. We are back with another episode of the channel, and today we are going to see how to work with React Router. So basically React Router DOM, the package we all use for routing in React apps, has been upgraded from version 5 to version 6, and it has broke a lot of different things. So a lot of different tutorials on the internet have now been deprecated, and they have used a lot of different new things and new naming conventions and all of that different stuff. And in this video we are going to see how to use React Router DOM latest version. So let's go ahead without any wasting any time. Let's go ahead and create a new React app. So I'll just say npx create React app, and I'll name it React Router YT. Now this will start creating your reactjs app. You just need to wait. This might take some time, and I'll pause this video. Once this is done, I'll be back. So it took like 20 seconds to create this entire app. So now let's go ahead and change our directories and go into that folder. So React Router YT, and I'll go ahead and open my code editor. In this case I'm using Visual Studio Code. I'm sure most of you are using this, but if you are using something else, you might need to check the command to open that editor in that folder. Now that we are here, I'll just go ahead and delete some files we don't need. So we don't need app.test.js, we don't need logo.svg, and we don't need setuptest.js. I'll go ahead and delete them. Now I'll go ahead and open my terminal. I need to install some packages. So let's go ahead. I just need to install one package here. So I'll just go ahead and say npm install React Router DOM. I'll just click enter. Now this should do its thing. And now once this is done, I will go ahead and start my React app. So I'll say npm start. Now this should open up your browser in just a bit. This is saying, would you like to run on different port? I'll say yep, why not. Now this has opened the browser. Let me just drag it here. Perfect. Now it's already showing us an error. Let's go ahead and solve this. We need to go ahead and remove everything under the div. I'll remove the class name, we don't need that, and we need to remove the logo import because we just deleted that file. Let's go ahead and save this. Now if you see a blank screen, so you have successfully cleaned up your React app. Now let's go ahead and import some things from React Router. So I'll say import. I'll just open these brackets up so that IntelliSense can work for us, and I'll say from React Router DOM. And now I'll say first of all we need the container which will have all the routing capabilities. So I'll say browser router as the router. Let's just give it a simpler name, and then I'll say routes, which contains all the different routes. So basically this checks the location of your page and renders the routes accordingly. And then we need the specific route. Now we will see how do we work with that. Now let's go ahead and inside the div, first of all just cover entire thing with a router. So here's a router. Now we need a routes which will tell us that hey, every route of your app is below this thing. So now we can go ahead and specify our routes, but before that I need to create a few pages, right? Without any pages we cannot just do anything. So I'll go ahead and create a new folder named pages in the src folder. Now I'll go ahead and create two files here, so basically two React components here. I'll say home.js. I'll go ahead and use the RFC snippet to generate this, and I'll say I am the home page. I'll save this. I'll go ahead and create a new file again. I'll call it second.js, and now again I'll do RFCE, and I'll say this is this second page. I'll go ahead and save this, and now let's go to our index.app.js and start adding our routes here. So we'll go ahead and start adding a route. So I'll say route path. So the first path we need is the slash path, which is the home page, and I'll say element, and I'll say we need the home page here, right? So I'll just render the home here. Now let me tell you how we did the exact same thing in the version 5. Instead of element, we had a component, and we didn't render this component right here like this. We just provided the function, so it did the entire thing for us. But in version 6, we had to do these things this way. And basically the routes component used to be a component named switch. So basically they renamed the components, and they might have changed a few things in there, but yeah, this is how it works now. So now I'll go ahead and create a second route. I'll just copy this thing, I'll paste this here, I'll say /second, and now I'll just write here second and auto import it. Perfect. Now if you go back to a browser, you will see right off the bat, you will see I am the home page, because this is the slash route, this is the index route. If you go back to the URL bar and go and write second and hit enter, this should say this is the second page. And yeah, it's working. So the basic functionality of React router is done here, but we want something more, right? We used to do a lot of different stuff like dynamically linking and dynamically redirecting things. So let's go ahead and try to do that. First of all, let's just create a link which will help us to go from one page to another using this package. So now let's go ahead to our home component, and I'll just add a line break so that things will be a little clean. Now I'll just go ahead and add a new link component provided by React Router DOM. So I'll say link, and you see this is from React Router DOM, right? I'll just press enter and it will auto import it here. Now I can say link to, I'll say /second, and now here I can provide the text. So I will say go to second page. Now if I go ahead and save this and go back to our app, and if I click on go to second page, there we go. Now we are on the /second, and this is the second page. This is how it works. But what if I need to dynamically redirect someone? So basically you have a button. So let me show you. So basically if you have a button which does something and then redirects you to the page, so I'll show you how to do that. So I'll say button, and you have an on click here. I'll say do something and redirect. So this is just a dummy name. I'm just showing you how this works. It won't do anything for now. So yeah, I'll just say redirect to second page. I'll go ahead and save this, and we need a function name. This is throwing error because we don't have any function with this name. I'll go ahead and create the function const, and I'll paste this in, and this will be an arrow function. And now imagine you had something like fetch some API or something, and maybe update the state. I forgot to give the comment. Update the state. You did all of that, and now it's the time for you to redirect the user to some other page. How do you do that? First of all, you need to use the navigate hook, navigate hook from React Router DOM. So let me show you how to do that. So I'll say const navigate, and I'll say use navigate, and this should auto import that. And now this hook returned us a function named navigate, which we can use here to navigate to different pages. Before, it used to be use history hook and it used to return us an object which would have a lot of methods like push, replace, go back. But this has made things a little bit weirder and simpler at the same time. Now we can just go ahead and say navigate, and I can just say /second. And before we used to do like history dot push second. So yeah, this is how we used to do before, but now it's like this. And if you want to do something like replace, now there's something you can do here. So you can just go ahead and open an object here, and we can just say replace true. So basically what replace does is, if you press the back button, it won't be on this page. It will go to the page before. So that's how it works. So we don't need all the complications right now. I'll just remove this. I'll just remove the comment because we are just dealing with the newest version here. Now this should so basically we are simulating some kind of API or something like that. Basically it's just a comment, but you understand, like you have something to do and then you need to redirect it to the other component. Now let's go ahead and try this button. So if I press this button, now you should be redirected to the other page. So if you had any API calls before that, it should be executed and then you should be redirected. That's how it would work. Now let's go ahead and create a back button here. So basically if you press a button, it should go back to the previous page, whatever the previous page was. So I linked home.js to second.js, but I want a functionality here which the button should go back to a previous page, but we doesn't necessarily don't know which page has sent us here, right? So we can do that too. Before it used to have a function, but now React Router has made it a little confusing, but I'll show you how to do that now. First of all, of course, we need the navigate function. So we will go ahead and import the use navigate hook. And now we are going to create a new function. So I'll say const go back, I guess. And this is an arrow function. And this will do just one thing. It will do navigate and navigate to -1. Now what does -1 mean? So whenever this function is executed, this function will take our router back to one page behind. So if I have -2, this should go 2 pages behind. If I have 3, it should go 3 pages behind, and so on. So for now we just need like 1 page behind. So we just want a basic back button, right? So I'll just go ahead and save this. I'll give a line break, and now I'll say that hey, like I'll make a button and link up the function right there. So I'll say on click, I'll say go back, and I'll just add a text, go back. Now let's go back here. I'll go to second page, and if I click go back, it should go back to the home page because we have come from the home page to the second page, so it should go back to the first page, which is the home page. So there are a lot of different things in the new React Router version 6, but these are the basic things which you might need, and you might have been struggling to learn all of these things because their documentation is not yet that good. So yeah, this is it for this video. You can just go ahead and proceed with your tutorials, and which are deprecated now. You can just go ahead and replace all of that code and it will start working again. So this is it for this video. If you found any value in this video, make sure you hit the like button. That way YouTube knows that my video is doing great and it really helps you. And if you really want to see more from me, you can just hit the subscribe button. That way you can get any notifications whenever I upload a new video. That was all for it today. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.